Fight pods! All right, we did it pretty good that time. Typically, we usually do the intro song like two white guys trying to high five, I've noticed, but that was a pretty damn decent one. Because sometimes I like to go for the second verse, you know, the second
sometimes
round.
I'm not ready for it, then I'm ready for the second verse. You're not, it's a mess.
This is Fight Pods number 9. I'm Brian McGuire, and you are
Stephen Evetts.
And our newest
member of the Fight Pods team, our staff writer.
Who's not that new to the listeners if you listened to the last 2 episodes, but continue with your introduction. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't know. He's half man, half unicorn. He has eagle wings for arms.
Thank you for having me.
Flower petals for legs.
Yeah.
He is.
I have a prehensile tail.
Carmine, what's your last name, Carmine? I don't know that yet.
Dicostanzo?
Just keep trying.
Dicostanzo?
You're putting an extra N. It's
Dicostanzo.
Is that?
No. I can't say it. It's the hardest. I've known Carmine for a long time, and it's the hardest fucking last name to say.
Well, why don't you say it, Carmine?
Dicostanzo.
Dicostanzo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, all right.
Just throw it out there.
So, our latest staff member, as you called him earlier, staff member. He's going to be coming with research, and he comes with treats every time, which is really good.
Cookies.
Taco recipes.
And on our Facebook page, we'll have a play-by-play written by Carmine.
Little round by round
of our pay-per-view events coming up in the future.
Yeah, just so if you miss the fights and you want to read along with the podcast,
covering who won the fight,
just read quickly.
Who was a better host?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's important too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
just information, no real bias. Just information.
If I kiss you on the mouth right now, will that make
just
a
the
difference?
facts?
I will.
Just the facts.
I have an overwhelming desire to be loved, so if I am not named in this...
Is that what, if you were a fighter, would that be your nickname? Overwhelming desire to be loved?
Yes.
Mine would just be Cobra.
Cobra? Is there any Cobras out there that we know of?
I would just have like...
snakes.
I know.
I would fucking shave my head and get a full body barbed wire tattoo and name myself Overwhelming Desire to be Loved. And then just one tattoo over my heart that says Mama's Bar.
What are your guys' picks for winning this fight?
Oh, well.
See, this is why Carmine's part of the team. He puts us on track right now.
I'm genuinely curious.
It's the Sanchez versus...
Pearson.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Pearson. Sanchez all the way.
Wait, we're seeing that fight right now?
That's our co-main of the Fight Pods 9, sponsored by Metro PCS.
Metro PCS.
That's exciting. I thought I had to wait a week for that fight.
No.
Oh, man.
This is our staff writer. Come on.
No, we're right into it.
Wow.
We're right into it. And
not yet,
But we're supposed to do the. This is confusing because the fight is on television. It's on Fox Sports 1. So, if you're trying to sync this up with the fight replays, I don't know what to tell you, Miss Evetts.
We've got this. I've got this covered.
Well, I mean, she should have already started. But she's gonna start recording by now.
We haven't talked about a fucking thing that's on the screen yet.
Dude,
we've been trying to pronounce his last name.
No, I know. That's why I'm upset that we started now. We got all excited because they said the thing, but look, we've talked no fights yet.
They said the thing. They had a commercial.
Now what's this?
There's someone in the
tail of a tape.
The tail of the tape.
We're at the tail of tape. So you were right. We started at the right time.
Diego Sanchez. I'm always right.
You're not always right.
Some of the
You're
time.
wrong about Jones. You're wrong about.
He's always wrong.
You're always wrong about Jones.
I'm not always. I thought he was gonna.
You motherfucker. Bruce Buffer's jacket is terrible tonight.
looks like
You don't wear
3 sizes too
you don't
small.
wear teal aqua blue to announce a fight ever.
It looks like he wore like a Masters golf tournament.
You know, it looks like he was taken out of a Vegas fish tank. You know, like a huge fish tank they have in one of the casinos. They just plucked his mermaid ass out of there.
He's a mermaid?
Yeah, the little
Holy
mermaid
shit.
on steroids. Do you not see that jacket?
No. Do you think Buffer does steroids?
His
Yes.
name is Buffer.
I think him and Joe Rogan snort steroids together.
I know
That's what I
they
think.
do for a
By
fact.
by a campfire.
For a fact. False accusation of the hour. Joe Rogan and Bruce Buffer
No, it's true.
definitely do steroids.
And Diego Sanchez has herpes simplex 10. It's awful. When he has a breakout. Okay, so are you going to tell your mom when to start syncing up these damn fights or what? Because I'm lost now because
We
the
didn't
podcast
tell you
started.
the tape.
The podcast started fucking. I don't even read this
Should
shit.
we say
Someone
hi to
to tell
Steve's
us-
mom?
Yeah, I always do.
Hello.
She's
Brian
my
always
favorite
said-
listener.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Mark.
my mom challenged Brian to a fight after our last fight pods. Because he took so fucking long to upload
But she's
it.
ducking me though.
She's not ducking you.
She's
dude.
ducking
She
me.
would destroy you.
All right, so the fight's about to start.
Change the subject.
I'm not.
Diego
changing this.
Sanchez
I know she would destroy me,
has
but
the-
she's still ducking me. All
All
right, Diego Sanchez has a beautiful haircut this time. His mohawk is in
He's
perfect
got the
shape.
crazy mean face.
Yeah,
Something out of a
and Ross
cage.
Pearson came out with a big old kick.
Dude, I've been a
Big old kick.
I became a Ross Pearson fan when he broke his foot warming up for a fight and then still went out, didn't tell anybody, and knocked the guy out.
Yeah, that's cute. That's pretty damn cute. Yeah.
It's cute. They both look.
Why are they chanting Bader, Bader? Ryan Bader doesn't fight till next week.
It's all a conspiracy. They haven't synced the audience up to the actual fight. They know what's going to happen.
Will they just stop trying to block and duck and just fucking throw punches already? This is stupid.
It's been 40 seconds.
I know. It's like time to like bang. Let's bang, boys.
It's not the first time you've said that, is it, Ryan? Let's
No.
bang, boys.
No, I say that nightly.
Hey, boys. It's time to bang.
It's time to bang, boys. Pull your pants down and grease up those anus holes. It's time to bang. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah, that's what
The whole part of it.
That's
Just
what I
make sure.
meant. It's not quite as I thought it was graphic enough as it was, but turns out it wasn't.
He has 100. They just said that Diego Sanchez has 116 family members in attendance.
Did they really?
Really?
They did, yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's a large family he has. He just threw a John Jones kick beautifully, like he had technique, which he doesn't. He's not a fighter with technique. He's a fighter with gumption and brawler style gumption.
He seriously fights best when he brawls.
I know, and
When he
this
fights
is.
technically loses.
Did he put on 80 pounds? He looks fat as shite.
I know we're supposed.
It might just be the haircut.
We're supposed to be commenting on the fight, but can I just bring up the fact we saw Anthony Pettis sat with Mel Gibson?
Yeah, and he looked good. Mel Gibson did. He looked
the perfect amount.
he looked
of
like he's ready
Hollywood
to-
and homeless.
he
Do you
looked.
know what I mean? He had that perfect balance of bearded Hollywood and
Hey,
homeless.
he looked like Nostradamus. He had like a huge.
It's like he's
Yeah, he looked
either
like he could
doing
play Moses
great,
next.
Yeah.
or
He's
he's
gonna
drinking
part some
wine
seeds.
out of 7-Eleven.
I would hang out with Mel
Or
Gibson.
he has like a little Jewish girl in his pants blowing him while he's ringside. That's what he's doing.
And reading the diary of
Yeah.
Anne Frank at the
Yes.
same
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
I hope you're talking about Anthony Pettis. Pettis looked a little big.
Blackout.
Blackout.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is a
We
fun.
got a futuristic.
Man, they
little-
were the director just made some strange choices on camera angles there on the.
Yeah,
the live
UFC meets
podcast.
paranormal activity.
So far, Ross Pearson has 8 strikes and Sanchez has 5 strikes.
I just
And,
want one of them to get a
There's
little
only
long.
2 minutes left.
Who's ahead in strikes?
Rosseld Pearson.
Did you say Sanchez was? By
No.
8-5?
8-5 Rosseld.
Oh, really?
9-5.
Ross is an animal. I can see him beating Sanchez here.
Sanchez lost his last fight, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's the trouble. You know, I think if he loses this fight, he goes way down the ladder. If he
I think he retires if he loses this fight.
I think so. You sure? For his sake.
Or he should move up to heavyweight. You
Forget his retirement. Let's move Diego Sanchez up to heavyweight.
I think it's a good idea.
And give him an immediate title shot against Ken Velasquez. You got Mexico against New Mexico.
Who's the next guy to fight King?
Fabricio Verdum.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Badumskis.
Who has always been a beast and he keeps getting better. I'm excited about it.
This fight is better than not a fight that's not happening.
Yeah, not much has happened.
This is almost as bad as that first Diego Sanchez fight. We did the podcast on. We did an extra long podcast on our second one to record Sanchez.
Bam, bam.
Oh, did he land that?
Yeah, one of them I think got in.
It's the one I like to call the 3-hour podcast.
Oh yeah.
For no reason, because it was the most boring fucking fight.
Well, they threw in that one extra replay fight or something, right?
So we did like 4 fights in that podcast, right? I don't know.
There was 3, because we wanted to cover Sanchez and it was boring.
There we go.
That's our Sanchez.
There we go. Maybe come out in round 2 like that, god damn it.
That's right, brothers.
Give the round to Sanchez.
Yeah, just.
Well,
it's a slim margin.
If you go by strikes, it ends 18-10. Ross Pearson to Diego Sanchez. Control time, nobody had control. There was no grappling. There was
Sanchez had more than. Hit almost 10.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give. They say 12 out of 45 for Sanchez, 21 out of 37 for Ross Pearson. So Ross Pearson's landed at 57%. And Diego Sanchez is at 27%. Our fight pod guest, Mark, what you got here? So I'm going to
Brian has just walked out the fucking room and left.
Straight out of the studio.
Brian.
I'm worried what Steve will do to me.
Brian.
Ryan,
Brian.
where'd you go?
Brian.
Where is he?
Brian.
So he's back. I mean,
Brian.
I'm back.
Oh,
and,
he's back.
and
Brian's
our,
back.
And our guest
And
is
also
here.
speaking
We
of
have
Right on time for the
another
round,
guest.
too.
Round 2.
I'm going to give that round to Sanchez, even though he lost it.
Oh, here he is, live on air.
Live on air, Mark Fletcher's
Mark
come
Fletcher.
to the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Good to see you.
Mark, this
He
is
shaved. He shaved too. No, that's Steve.
With that,
Steve, give
I'm
you-
Brian. You're Steve.
Why don't you give my last name? I don't want to
Mark Fletcher is in the studio.
Yeah, that's not a camera though.
That is your last name, right?
Unfortunately, it is, yes.
He looks very dapper this evening. He dropped his phone already. He's only been in the studio 30 seconds. This is going to be good.
This is. Huh? You just missed one round of Diego Fleury's. It was beautiful.
It was pretty
One
tame
round,
until
you
the
missed
end.
20 seconds.
Oh, don't just let me embellish. You know,
You missed the whole
a barn
hour
burner
of Diego Fleury's.
Running around like a madman.
Yeah, how was it?
Show.
No.
Thought they were going to sell these two, but the guy was like, no.
We're going to talk about errands for the next 15 minutes. Just stay with us.
I need toilet
And
paper.
Carmine needs toilet paper.
I
I just bought some bath soap.
Can we
the
talk
other
about
day.
toilet paper for a second?
I got some.
Two-ply?
I had some toilet paper.
Well, I mean, you know, because my lady friend just started doing this too, and it's done here at this house. My roommates do this as well, where they keep the toilet paper. They keep the toilet paper.
I haven't eaten all day, and I also
Mark and
Oh,
Brian
God.
are hugging.
I think I just
Mark is bitching
water.
now. I would
He's
say.
had a rough day, all right?
He's had a rough day.
Fucking give him a hug. He's warm.
I'll give him a hug, but can you
He's
just
warm?
keep?
Yeah,
you
he's
just
very
keep talking?
warm.
A telephone is going off in the studio now. I'm giving Mark a hug. We're having a moment of silence.
I might have to.
Oh wait, there's a fight going on, guys.
3 minutes left.
Pearson, nice body shot, nice kick there.
I got it.
grab it.
Alrighty. You want to call him on speaker on air? Or?
Mark has to make a phone call.
I love
What
Mark.
do you mean the 40 isn't ready? Oh, no.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel like we've just had the weirdest
this has
3
been the
minutes
best
of our
pod-
life.
No, it's been the best. I have been so down on our pod. I was about to retire after the last one.
Well, because the last one you did by yourself.
I know.
You
No,
did-
that one was. You wanted to talk about that, which you never listened to, which I'm really upset that you
I
did not
listened
listen
to
to
the
it.
first minute. Because I started listening to it and I told you, I thought I'd died. I had to check. I had to pinch myself to see if I
But
was
how
still.
could you have died if you were listening to it? That makes
I don't
no
know.
sense.
I don't know what the afterlife is, if there is one. If we just die, if my
see you in
spirit
the next
lives
life.
on. I didn't know what was happening. It was
Do you
new
think that
territory for me.
we'll call fights in the next life together?
Yes. We'll come into people's homes, one person at a time, and whisper in their ears.
If
You two
you
guys on a cloud calling fights.
if you guys believe in reincarnation, which if you don't, for this minute, I want you to. And if you could come back as the turnbuckle in the octagon, would you? So you could get that's better than front row seats, dude.
Hell
You're
yes.
right up front. You get the blood and sweat on you, you know.
I want to be the little Metro PCS post.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those things.
Oh,
but you mean,
Sanchez is down!
but you mean specifically.
Pearson! I love that.
Oh yeah, he said bring it on. He says bring it on there.
I love that Carmine chose the Metro PCS one.
Oh, I love when he says,
because
"Punch
we're
me in the
sponsored by
chest."
Metro PCS.
Get into it,
Now
Diego.
Sanchez is in it.
Oh wow,
Oh.
Diego got tripped big time, but was throwing punches while it happened. It was beautiful.
Sanchez does not want to
I'm
be.
trying to write down Sanchez. I keep writing sandwich.
Yeah, call him sandwich.
I
It's
guess we're
better
all pretty
for-
hungry right now.
It's better for the fans at home.
Oh, spinning
Sandwich
Spinning
versus
back kick.
Pearson.
Sandwich. Mark, I have some bread and some cheese if you want to make like a toasted cheese sandwich. That's all I have food-wise, though.
I saw him eat one earlier. It looked really good.
Yeah, I was gonna get food
we
over
were
here,
Seriously.
but I didn't know if I could.
Still these leftovers.
Hey, Steve, how did
There's other things going
Pearson
on.
wobble
Now I think they're
Sanchez?
trying to cut me out.
Oh, he hit him with a.
I'm contemplating what
I
I
think
should
I'm right.
like.
He hit him with a fist. I think there's 4 conversations happening now at once.
There is. Don't you love
There
that?
is.
Wow.
Sanchez is
teeing
going
off.
for it. Big
Kick.
kick. What is the stoppage for? Oh, stop of the round. Okay, I thought.
So did you guys hear about the Kings?
They
Yes,
won.
Kings
Win.
won game 2.
They won game 2.
Was it a close
Overtime
game?
again.
Or?
Overtime
Overtime
again.
again.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
In fact, it was at 1.20. Then it was 3-1 Rangers. Then I think it was 4-1. And in the third, they just went bam, 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 scored 3 and caught it up and tied it.
That's inspirational.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. How do you say?
Window liquor?
No.
What did I say? What?
How do you say? Welcome to a special edition of Ice Pods. That's
Ice
all I wanted to
Pods.
say.
Ice
Ice Pods,
Pods.
yeah, because we're talking hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
Ice pods.
Ice Pods.
Welcome to our
Special anniversary
that?
edition.
30-second break from Fight Pods to go over to
Ice
Ice
Pods.
Pods. So, how about them Kings?
Did you watch the fights tonight?
The ice. We're talking about the ice.
Oh,
for
right,
30
that's what I
seconds.
meant.
Well, there's fights.
I
in
meant
hockey.
that.
The fights. Was there a fight tonight?
A replay of Diego. Look at that punch to Diego's
Well,
Yeah,
face.
that's right.
Ice Pods sucked because that's our 30 seconds up, and we're back to Fight Pods.
Round 3
On
is down
sound.
2. Weird. Diego loves to get into those big brawls, you know.
Yeah, but he's lost that round now. This
No,
is the
he
pro-
won that round, in
No.
my opinion. He lost the first round, lost the second round. He's going to have to win the third if he wants to win decisively.
Yeah, this is the thing.
The way they're fighting, someone's going down.
Well, this is how Sanchez fight. When he gets going, he has some of the most exciting fights.
Knee to the body.
But he has to
Yeah,
be
this is a
getting
good
beat
one, Mark.
first.
Even the main event will be a good fight.
Who's the main event?
It's Henderson versus some fucking Russian dude with an amazing last name. And that guy is a guy that a lot of people have been ducking and nobody wants to fight him. Because he is like the Russian from the Rocky movies. Except not as big and not
Drago.
blonde. Yeah.
Wasn't it that other Russian for a while? He was beating the crap out of him with his brother, beating everybody up. And that other
Klitschko's are boxers.
Oh, the Klitschko's, the boxing.
They are nasty.
Yeah, some badass dudes. Okay, come on, guys.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third round.
This could be anybody's fight. You know, I
Definitely.
get first round.
It's not mine.
It could
Just
be.
saying, it ain't
You can
my
throw
fight.
yourself in there right now. You still got time to finish it.
I still believe I could make it in the top 10 as a light heavyweight.
Top 10. Good luck, Brian.
Top 10.
We have another phone call in the studio.
Well, a lot of times we have phone calls in the studio and they go live on air.
It's making me
That wasn't a phone
very
call.
suspicious how much Mark is ducking calls right now.
He's playing the bamboo chimes.
Dude,
That's
he
not the.
is our guest. You treat him as such, all right? He's not our clown.
I like these fights.
Whoa. I haven't
Missed
watched this
flying
fight
knee.
at all.
I think we should have a clown.
I think so too.
For the next podcast, we will try and provide a clown, but no promises.
A Buster Brown clown from down fucking town. It's so hard to watch fights and podcasts. Like, kids at home, don't try this. This is really
too
difficult.
dangerous.
It's not easy to do what we do.
Because I get too locked in conversation.
Yeah, and then you miss the fights.
Yeah, and I'm trying to call the fights. But we're not commentating. We're just talking shit
Figure it
about
out.
what's
Man.
We're doing alright. Sanchez keeps throwing that pointless kick that he's
Spinning
got.
back.
Let's see
kicks.
2 minutes of fighting here. Let's see 2 real
This is
minutes
going
of
to be an
fighting.
explosive 2 minutes.
Carmine, do you know the rule about tattoos too?
I don't.
Typically, the guy with the more tattoos
Wins.
loses.
Really?
Yeah, because they have like
No, the champions have that many tattoos. Bones has a couple.
Yeah, they have like the big one, the Executioner.
Right.
He's got his big one.
Does Kane has a tattoo?
That's what I was talking about.
Brown
Yeah.
Pride.
Yeah, that's what it is. I thought it was the
Huge
Executioner. That's somebody else.
Oh,
so.
Mexicutioner is what you said.
Mexicutioner.
That's actually very
That's somebody
brilliant.
else, though. That is somebody.
What does that mean? You're a Mexican that executes people? Or you
Yes.
execute
Yeah.
Mexicans?
No.
exclusively? Okay.
Oh, no.
That takes it very dark very quickly.
Come on, let's see one round of brawling.
What are they, bad Mexicans?
Let's
I mean,
do
what I'm
this.
saying is if a white dude has a Executioner tattoo,
That's
that's
a
probably
fucked up-
slightly
that's horrible.
offensive. If a Mexican
Like he's a
dude has
racist.
it, it's just saying I'm a Mexican that executes people.
It's
It's
genocide.
not
It
as
is different.
offensive.
It is different.
It's bold, but not offensive.
We haven't gotten
Well-
our 2 minutes of fighting yet.
No, not even one. We're getting our little moments, but now everybody's going nuts. Bang it, boys.
Yeah. I'm feeling Pearson right now.
Yeah, he won this fight. What are you running away for, Diego? You got 30 seconds left.
He keeps
He
trying
keeps
that.
he can't hit it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work if you fucking keep.
Trademarking it, telegraphing it.
It's never gonna work in
There's some
24
blood, though.
Yeah, our boy lost.
It's not over yet. He's missing. Oh,
Yeah, but
got
it's
him
like
there.
both.
Oh, only 16 seconds. All right. Oh.
Again, I'm underwhelmed.
Yeah, take him down. Oh,
It's really hard because he had that fight.
oh.
He had that one fight that was so epic and
With
beautiful.
Melendez.
And like we want that fight every time, but like that's a fight you only get. It's like Haley's Comet. It only comes every
Right.
60,000 years, you know.
But you get that fight, like you had that fight within this fight, but it just lasted 10 seconds.
Let's see what the numbers say on the Metro PCS live, up to date, live stats. Jesus, I hate the fucking watching it when it's not a pay-per-view. I hate
So,
the damn
did you guys
commercials.
both pick Pearson to win that fight?
No, I did
No,
not.
he picked Sanchez.
You picked Sanchez, so we don't really know.
I didn't actually make a pick, I don't think.
You were rooting Sanchez. How could you go against him? You
It's
fucking-
not a case of who I'm rooting for. It's a case of who
Oh.
I think will win. You gotta be objective.
Well,
about
the
this
fans
shit.
voted in on Metro PCS. 86% say that Pearson won that
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah,
So,
I think he did.
Well, yeah, so do I. I'm not disputing that. I mean, he punched him 27 times to his 13.
Wow.
Over the whole fight, 13 strikes.
That's round 3, actually.
Oh.
Let me see if I can get the whole fucking deal. Oh, they gotta come back to it, and they gotta.
It just seems like those guys could have fought 2 more rounds.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's kind of the
That's what I want
frustrating
to see.
thing. It's like I'd like to have seen how another 2 rounds would have gone.
Yeah,
So we're
'cause-
slowly opening up more and more.
Yeah,
But
I would have
they're
liked
going to
to.
have a 3-round fight, so you got to start at that pace in round 1.
I think that they should have both fought with erections, just hard-ons, and like that, and then
Just use that as a weapon.
and well, just like no, just to have to maintain an erection throughout the fight, and you get deducted a point if you lose it. Like, as 2 hetero, testosterone-filled fighters, like having to keep an erection while you're beating the shit out of another man would be really a difficult task. I mean,
A
you
rage
should get
boner.
bonuses for this.
A boner bonus.
A boner bonus.
A rage boner.
The raging rage
I hope
boner.
this is a
Yeah.
special feature on the video game for boner bonus.
Just on the record, he wanted to see that.
Diego won.
Diego won?
Diego
Wow.
won. Wow.
How?
Unbelievable.
You gotta pick someone.
Whoa.
Decisions. I don't understand. Let's look at the numbers
Well,
again.
That's why you can't leave it in the hands of the judges. You
Yeah.
just can't.
Let's look at the numbers again. Okay, for the total fight, though, he had
He's getting booed.
43 to 137 strikes landed to his Pearson's 69 of 116. So his percentages was low. 43 of 137 total strikes.
This is hometown?
Just hometown.
Yeah.
So obviously on strikes, it wasn't
Hometown.
decided on strikes then.
Hometown.
No, I know. And then they
Mark's
fucking-
bringing up a good point right here.
Hometown.
Sure.
It's like
And he
that.
got booed in his hometown when they thought he lost too.
And-
So
75% of his family are the audience. I mean, 75% of the
You wanna
audience
see
was.
the
Let's see what he has to say.
70% of the judges.
I love you, UFC.
UFC, I love you.
I wasn't.
You never know when it's in the judge's hands. I felt that I was going for it more. I felt I was going for the big finishes. You know, it was a great fight. I take my hat off to Ross. He's a man. He's a warrior. He came out here to Burkett. It's a hard thing to come here and fight us here, but he did it. Hit me with some good shots.
Oh man, that's a fucking bullshit call. He lost that fight. But I'm happy that he won because I chose him on my fantasy and Metro PCS.
What,
Woo, 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 woo.
what was your call?
I called, what did I call? That's a good question. Not decision, I'll tell you that. Knockout, second round, I called.
When you called Sanchez.
But I called Sanchez in a tight matchup, so I get the bonus there. So I'll take that. Take those bonus points to the bank. Whoa, Steven just left the Fight Pod studio. Wah, 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 wah.
There he goes.
Jesus Christ.
Got some
Leaves.
confusing
I leave the
notes.
studio for one moment. I can't wait to read your play-by-play of this. It's going to be
Well, I
epic.
keep saying Sandwich instead of Sanchez. I gotta remember that that's his name.
Yeah, I think you'll figure that out. That's not too hard to sort.
It was kind of a strange fight.
It was. It was one that I didn't watch much of. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna watch this next one though.
Yeah, Mark's arrival kind of distracted me.
Which always makes for a very interesting fight pods.
Fight
I
pods.
think he's gonna go also try to give it to somebody else like show for a couple more for another.
I'm back.
It's totally unfair. Secrets are not fun. I hate them in life.
I think that's fine.
So I'm writing down Benson
So much
versus
ammunition.
Kagalaga.
So much
Serious
ammunition.
conversation
So
out
much
there.
ammunition. Who's this? Misha Tate with her boyfriend who was just
Oh.
fighting and now he's in a pink suit.
Dude, Brian Caraway drives me fucking nuts.
So PC won in the first fight of the night.
Yeah,
Pat
Cummins.
Cummings. in
I'm
the,
so happy about that. Dude, I love Pat Cummins. Just
yeah.
that mentality of I'm gonna get knocked the fuck out, but I want to be in the UFC.
Yeah, that's like, and then he gets to knock
That's
somebody
great.
out on his, real UFC debut in the undercard
Right.
preliminaries.
It's crazy. He went from the fucking almost main event to
To lame event.
prelims.
Main event to lame event. Overnight.
Boom.
Is Misha Tate married to him, or just they're dating?
They're just fucking, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
but they've been fucking for a long time. And she still hasn't realized he likes dick.
Well, everybody's been fucking for a long time. I mean, it's not like they just were holding out until they met each other. Like, oh, you're the one.
Did Brian just say everyone likes fucking?
Everyone likes fucking.
No, I said everybody's been fucking for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, for the first 50 minutes of this podcast, me, Brian, and Carmine were fucking.
Yeah.
That's truth.
There's a lot of hands and
That's
legs.
UFC truth.
No, and then Mark, for the last 5 minutes, he joined in.
He likes fucking on air.
Yeah.
Can you shut the door, Mark? Jesus. I like a sealed tight studio. Oh, and it's gonna go back out.
Oh, there's another phone going off.
Mark, our special guest is the busiest man. He is the white James Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
If we haven't realized by now, Mark is very popular.
But why,
He's working.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's working. He's the white James Brown.
Why did she choose Caraway out of all the fighters?
I don't
Who
know
would
why
you
she chose
choose?
Caraway off
If
me.
you were a
I'm still
female
pissed
fighter-
about it.
This is a great question Carmine brings
Yeah.
up. If you were a female fighter, which fighter would you, male fighter would you date?
Anderson Silva.
God, yeah, hell yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a
He
good
seems
one.
like
He's
seems like a
coolest.
gentle lover.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
could
he's
turn it on.
probably makes great love. Probably buys roses and like fun little treats and stuff. Makes it fun. He probably tells funny
She's probably
jokes.
really good at barbecue.
Yeah, you know, like he probably buys you little gifts and stuff. Like, I just got this for you. You know, like funny little voice, like talking to
Yeah.
you. And then like during sex, you know, he's like probably really funny, just
He's called the
hilarious.
Spider.
Do you know
Yeah.
who one of the last guys I'd choose is? Fucking Brian Caraway.
Exactly. That's why I was like,
Who would you rather fuck, Brian Caraway or Big Country?
Big country.
who's
Roy
I would
Nelson,
let
Big
Big
Country.
country.
Oh, Roy
Roy Nelson. Rub
The
his
big
fat
cunt.
belly on my face as he fucks my mouth.
Oh,
then
jeez.
let Brian Caraway kiss my lips.
Brian Caraway's a little prettier. He's a little prettier, a little cleaner, you know, like.
but Roy Nelson's straight. Brian Caraway, I don't know.
Right. So, oh, that's true. That's true.
Isn't Roy Nelson fighting Mark Hunt?
Yes. Did you see that?
Big cunt versus
Big
Mark
cunt
cunt.
versus Mark
That's
cunt.
incredible.
The Battle of
This
the
is gonna be
Cunts.
the best podcast ever.
Cunt
Cunt
cunt.
versus cunt.
Oh
We gotta
god.
have a special cunt versus cunt.
Yeah, that'll be
That's
good.
going to be when we play the video game as well, and it's me and you against each other.
Who's older between
Cunt
Roy
versus
Nelson?
cunt one.
Roy's older, right?
Then who?
And Mark Hunt?
No, Mark Cunt's been around for a long time.
Since he was fucking 10.
'Cause- so
He's been fighting forever. He's like
both been around.
58. They're both old schools.
That's gonna be a great fight.
I can't wait for that fight.
I hope that's what happens to Ben Henderson, and I hope he breaks his fucking neck and he's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, but somehow still fucking fights in the octagon. Like, in a wheelchair. Like that one dude in Strikeforce, the one-armed fighter. You ever watch him fight?
Yes, I
No,
wanna-
I've never watched him fight.
Jesus Christ, look him up. Go watch
His
his
name's
fight.
Jesus Christ.
No, No, I'm just that excited.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
No,
Christ,
unbelievable.
Brian
Like, no,
Strikeforce
I-
in one arm?
Yeah, he might as well be called Jesus Christ, because this dude is unbelievable, but I think he's got an advantage. And that advantage is having one arm. Because he could get the fuck out of things that other people could not get out of.
okay.
And also,
That's true.
everybody's afraid of touching the nub. Nobody wants to fucking touch that thing. And then there's a fucking magical invisible hand that's fucking putting a finger up your ass, you know, that's out of nowhere and you don't know what's going on. The ghost arm factor is legit. That's what I'm saying. I saw a guy tap out to the ghost arm, rear naked check with a ghost arm, and he tapped out. There's nothing there, and you guy tapped out.
Dude,
It
this
was
is a
fucking
real,
scary.
This is a real guy.
Yeah, dude, look him up. He's
This is not
unbelievable.
the first time he's been brought up in a
Yeah,
podcast.
he doesn't believe it. He thinks he's a unicorn character too. Like it's real.
Carmine's part unicorn too. You'd love him.
Oh man, you guys please look him up. I'll post him on the fucking Fight Pods Facebook
There we go.
homepage.
If Jesus Christ was a fighter, would he be like light heavyweight? I'm thinking-
No, he'd be like bantamweight. He'd be a little dude.
Do you
I feel like he's
think?
got
I
hella
feel like
reach.
he'd be-
Maybe welter.
I feel like he'd be middleweight.
Maybe middle. I mean, that's as big as he's gonna go.
Yeah.
He's not gonna fight heavyweight. Jesus as a heavyweight is so funny. That is the funniest. That is the, I want that
Everywhere,
guy that
Jesus.
fucking, you know those
That's Roy Nelson.
Yeah,
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 right
Jesus at heavyweight.
Roy Nelson.
heavyweight Jesus. Dude, back in UFC 5 or 10 or but those days, there was that fucking guy that came out with the wooden cross with the
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
tattoo
Yeah,
across
yeah,
his
yeah.
thing, dude. But he didn't look like him at all. Well,
know-
probably
Cross
looked
out
You
to
know
the
what?
ring.
no bullshit,
Jesus, despite all his powers, one move he'd tap out to. Mounted crucifix. It's not the bad memories.
dude. No! No, just freaking out. Just
Have some fish.
screaming, freaking out. Oh, God.
Have some fish.
Have some fish. Leave me alone.
The mounted crucifix.
Carmine, we spoke of the Game of Thrones. You watched Game of Thrones?
I'm all up to date.
Oh, very good. I think
And
that
I've read
should
the
be.
books.
Oh God, you're an asshole. I hate people like you. I really can't. Mark's read the books, and me and Mark are watching this season, and the whole goddamn time during the fight, he's like, "Oh, come on, so obvious." Oh, just like
I
I'm
don't
like,
say that. I'm cool.
no, I know you don't, but I get so nervous about you book reader guys because you don't mean to do it, but you always ruin the plot. I know, Steven.
Why
you're
do you
sitting
bring
there
up
with
Game of Thrones, right?
Because I was thinking it would be really fun to ruin it for
Steve
people who haven't seen it, like every.
Falling asleep. He's
Steve's
sleeping.
having
What's
a-
wrong with you? Why won't you watch the
Steve's
show?
having a wank in the corner.
Why? Because it's British and I
Whoa.
hate British
You're
shit.
supposed to bring some class to the
I
show.
won't watch it because it's British and I hate British
I didn't
people.
even know it was British.
Well, you
No,
didn't
I
know there
definitely
was a bunch of
fucking
British
won't watch
actors
it.
on that show? You didn't know that?
I knew there was a bunch of
Yeah.
people on the show.
Why? What's
The
your
next-
problem with it?
I didn't watch the first episode. I'm not into fantasy very much.
Well, this is real, dude. This isn't fantasy. This is real
It's
life.
like a fucking.
No, this is
Rare
talking about
fucking
sitting
stuff.
down with your fucking friends and watching these epic lives. I mean, these are lives that are happening, dude. Magical lives. I mean, Arya Stark is growing up. I mean, Salsa's fucking turning
Not
into
salsa, Sansa.
Sansa. Thank you.
Right,
Pico
I'm
de
so
Gallo.
good with
I
names.
fucking hate names.
I'm gonna call her salsa from now on.
Salsa.
Salsa.
All right, here we are, main event time,
Salsa
boys.
roll.
Yeah, Kabilov's already in the
Wait.
octagon.
What do you guys got for picks? You picked Benson, right, Steve?
He's going Benson.
I want to see the look in Benson's eye before I pick.
Steve picks
Don't-
based on look
you
on
can.
Benson's
Yeah,
eye.
you can. That's
Let me
fair.
just see the look in his eye.
That's fair. But I'm telling you who's going to win.
You
The
can only,
Russian.
You can only do that if you give an accurate descriptor for the look in his eye.
The Russian is going to win.
Well, he's wearing a fucking cap with a peak on now.
Well, that's Benson?
Yeah, Benson. I'm going Benson. I'm sticking with it.
It's
I
bad.
really
He
think-
looks skinny. Benson looks really skinny.
He does.
I'm not sold on
Or
this.
is that the Russian?
And I think
That's
it could
Benson.
go either way.
Benson's walking out first?
No, Kabilov's already in the ring having a
Oh,
cigar.
okay.
He's fucking hanging out there.
That's good. I'm glad he's in there with a cigar.
Yeah, Benson's hyped. He seems hyped.
Benson's gonna lose this fight in New Mexico. Knocked out second round.
So
That's
your pick
how
is
this shit
knockout
will go.
second for,
Yeah.
for Benson?
You know, the cool thing about this fight is this is Benson Henderson's
What
chance
are you laughing at, Mark?
to get back on top.
Like I'm interrupting this whole thing, or I'm adding. To it.
No, you're
I'm
adding to it.
Yeah, Mark's part of the
I think
Fuck
it's-
Fest. He's in and out.
He's
in
part
and
of the
out,
Fuck
In
Fest?
and out. In
Fun
and out.
Fest.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
I'm picking Russia
Yeah.
decision.
You can't go decision in New Mexico against this guy.
Why New Mexico?
Because that's where we are. We're in Albuquerque. This is his home, and we
can't go
saw
decision?
what just
You will
happened.
I'm meeting that guy.
No, it
tomorrow.
can go decision, but you'll be wrong in that choice. If it goes to decision, Benson will win. Absolutely, just like Diego won.
Do you want me to hold?
It's
that?
like Diego shouldn't have won that fight.
Yeah,
That's very
prestige.
telling. Like if it goes to
Out
decision,
of
Benson will win.
the money that I have to
Yeah.
do there. Do you want me to-
But that's why this doesn't.
Maybe
This
that's
is
like
like
they
so
don't-
one-sided.
I don't think anyone's going to get knocked out or submitted, but the Russian's going to fight the
Okay.
better fight. That's what I
You
I
think he's
just-
gonna dominate him?
If I don't give him
I'm
the
just
half.
hoping
little
Benson
bit.
doesn't get dominated.
All right,
though.
okay. That's
Ever.
This is Benson's first fight in the UFC since he lost, and that does things to fighters. I'm thinking there is that chance
It's a
that
good
if he
point.
is going to recover and get back to that form, he's going to want to prove that and maybe even finish a fight. But he's against a very serious fucking dude that could destroy him.
I'm gonna destroy you if you're wrong in what you just said.
I
Is
can't
that
back
fair?
myself up.
Yeah, you
Because
better back it up, dude.
No, because it's kind of interesting to see what will happen. Did that defeat just destroy him, or did that defeat?
No,
make him
I know
stronger?
exactly what it is that you're talking about. I think it's a very true thing because, like, when Machida got beat, it destroyed him there for a little while. Destroyed him for a little while. Took him a little while.
Benson danced around the octagon, touched gloves with Khabilov, and looked him in the eye.
That
That's
doesn't
it.
mean anything.
Henderson.
No.
Oh,
Henderson.
Steve's going
No,
Henderson.
I mean, you were so... Don't people at home, don't go with...
Henderson.
No, this guy does not know what he's talking about. He was all up in Glover's fucking, like,
He
grill,
loved it.
and look how wrong he was about
Yeah.
that. Benson is going down. Benson's time has come and passed. It's time for Russia to step up at last.
I was adamant
Did you like
about
that fucking
Rush.
rhyme?
I was adamant about Glover, but I stand by. He got his fucking arm to
I'm going to stand by that Bruce Buffer's jacket is fucking atrocious.
The
That
Little Mermaid on
that
steroids.
teal under the sea bullshit is just not happening. Right, Mark?
Yes.
Under the sea.
Whatever he said.
I like the Yamasaki heart.
I love the yarns. I do it every
It's not
time
gonna
he
be
does
for
it.
either one.
You do it every time?
Every time I see him do it, and I go straight back at him with the heart.
Look at that Russian dude. Dude, Russians don't lose in the UFC.
Dude, this isn't
The
a...
Russians do not lose
Will
in the
you
UFC.
listen to
The
me,
Russians
Mr. McGuire?
The
How
other
many-
one with the furry hat, he's a badass too.
How many-
He's such a badass.
How many Russians hold a belt?
None.
No. But
But you know what's sad is
they're
all
just
of
Mark
fucking
with the
over,
blast.
so-
most.
There's a-
It's mostly Americans now. We're moving
But
into American belt holders
There's
now.
a lot of Russians
Sad to
that are
say.
coming up in the ranks.
Yeah, Russia's
And
new
can I
to the
just
UFC.
say, Khabilov fights out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ooh, that
That
changes.
does change
Is
the-
he actually
That
Russian?
changes the altitude
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
I believe so, right?
No, yeah. So he has the altitude thing down
He's
wired.
as Russian
That's
as
not an
anyone
issue.
we're going to see.
Yeah, he's
tonight.
full on. He speaks. He's with a Russian. He doesn't speak English,
I think Khabilov, there is every chance
but he does
could win
speak
this fight.
English. Sorry, continue.
I'm not as adamant as I was about the other fight. I think there's any chance this could go either way.
Oh, now you're fucking not
I've told
able
you this.
to.
I'm going to
Okay,
pick
alright.
Henderson.
I just
but it
like
could go-
teasing
it
you.
could
I
go-
just like teasing
It could go
you.
either way. I want Khabilov to
I wonder if I can get my mom watching and listening to the fight pods at the same time. I don't think it'll happen.
try.
I'll try it.
Try it.
She'll do one maybe, and then she'll be like, "I can't do this.
I can't do this.
This is bullshit."
This is
I had everything
fucking
with me.
insanity.
He was gonna come just over here.
Oh, Mark's on the phone again. I thought that was about something we was talking about, but it's not. It's completely unrelated.
All right, so they're
There's a
squaring
stare
up.
down
I'm
on
watching
the
this
main
fight.
line.
I'm not looking at any of you guys. I will talk, but I'm not looking at any of you guys. If you have any questions, you don't look at me. You just, don't tap on me or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to watch this fight, Steven.
Main
I don't watch it.
event
That's why I wanted to retire from fight
of
because I don't watch the fights anymore.
the evening.
The one time we didn't do fight pods and I get to watch the replay, I was so relaxing. Like I was like there, like watching the fight. Okay, should I see? I looked at you and the fight already started.
Stop looking at. I'm just.
Okay, I'm watching the fight.
Just so you viewers know at home, Brian's having difficulties because I'm so goddamn attractive. I think that's the gist of it. He sees the sexiness oozing out of my being.
Do you ever feel like you're dealing with Tweedledum and Tweedledee?
Yes. Constantly.
Here we go.
Khabilov is looking stronger.
It's hard for me to talk and watch. I'm sorry, people at
That's
home.
okay. So we have a new segment of the podcast, and it's called 4 minutes 23 seconds of
Good
silence.
bro.
Come on, Russia. I just am really invested in this fight. I really care about this Russian.
I
Care about
want
his
him to
family
win.
and life. And care about his career and his kids if he has any.
Well, I was gonna ask you. Do you know how many kids are brothers? and
No, I don't know that much
sisters? Then
about
why do
him.
you care about his family?
Well, I don't know. I don't have
He
answers.
looks okay.
No, I just like the Russians. The Russian invasion, I think, is important in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's doing alright. Faber was knocked out by now.
The Russian invasion is important because that's going to give me, probably in 5 years' time, I'll be able to root for American fighters. You know, because there'll be like this whole Russian thing and I'll have like 1980s nostalgic, from the Cold War thing. You guys did too young for that. Me and Mark know
The
about
Cold
that
War.
stuff.
What do you mean? It's almost a war right now.
We're in the Cold War again?
Because Russia went in and now occupying another country.
What country are they occupying now?
That country.
Hawaii?
Why?
Because that's our.
Did
that's
they
our
get into
little-
Ohio? God damn it.
That's our little country. Come on, what's going on in this fight? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Carmine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Check in with Carmine so I know what's going on.
Khabilov doesn't look afraid though.
Oh
No,
no, he's ready. He seems ready for this.
Yeah.
Henderson is a little tentative.
He's very timid. Oh, he took a shot.
Oh,
Khabilov's reach extends like
It does.
rubber.
it's like Stretch Armstrong.
It's like
He is.
You guys have that over here? Stretch Armstrong?
We have Neil Armstrong over here, actually.
He landed on a soundstage once upon a time, right?
Yes.
Quite impressive. It's hard to get into Universal
Take him
Studios.
down.
So a takedown by Khabilov, some clean
Two,
hits.
Another takedown
Yeah.
and a butt fuck. Let's get him another
Butt
butt
fuck.
fuck. Yeah, this is the
Let's
slam
fuck
that
it.
I was hoping for. Coming up right.
Yes.
No. Over here, you got to go backwards with it. Take him backwards.
Here it is.
Take him backwards. Well,
Nice.
the
He's holding out of the gate.
Yeah, that's illegal. He's looking up at the monitor. Benson Henderson's looking up at the monitor, trying to figure out where
What
he's
he
at.
can do.
Yeah.
Henderson's trained against that.
He's
Yeah.
trying to toss
You
him.
know?
And that's the Russians' move, is that over-the-shoulder boulder holder toss.
Yeah. It was good for him. He's clearly thought about the, he's studied this fight. He knows that's what Khabilov likes to
Whoa,
do.
whoa, whoa. Is that a fucking gray streak in Bendo's hairstyle? He looks like fucking Obama. He's getting the Obama gray going on.
He's got that distinguished gray.
Oh, that was a beautiful duck and a knee by the Russian to the Bendo's head.
Dude, Khabilov's looking a
That
lot
was like
better
an
than
Anderson
Hendo
Silva
right
duck
now.
out of the way.
He
Move
got
out of
him
the
with the
thing.
knee.
Oh my god, no, with an elbow, like, came in,
Oh.
Russian.
Front kick by Hendo. Can we even call him Hendo? Because of Dan
Bendo.
Hendo.
We call him
We
Bendo.
call him Bendo.
Yeah, Bendo.
Or Bender.
No, don't do that.
Can we call him Bender?
No, let's just call him Benderson.
Benderson.
Oh, nice
okay.
kick protection to block against that
That
wild.
was a good left, though.
I think he landed.
That,
Yeah,
that
Did it
Bendo,
land?
landed.
Bendo hit him with a left.
Snapped
That
his
hit?
head back.
He got to get a big kick to the belly. So that brings up something good here. When you are rooting for somebody, who are you watching? Or do you switch back and forth on your eyes when you watch a fight?
I usually pick a guy, but I always
Yeah.
want a good fight.
Yeah, I
No, but,
usually.
like with your eyes.
Yeah, like I stay on the Russian typically. Like I'll glance over at Benderson, but oh, beautiful.
Takedown.
I just watched the fight.
But what does that mean though? Like I'm like kind of more focused on
You're
one
saying
fight.
you watch it from a perspective?
Like I'm more like my eyes. I'm watching kind of where his hands and legs are going more than I'm watching where Benderson's hands and legs are going. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
I switch back and forth then.
you're switching back and forth.
I'm switching back and forth.
I'm usually kind of like watching who I'm rooting for and like really trying to give them psychotic energy to fucking win the fight from my psychic abilities.
Huh. So if we've discovered nothing else in this podcast, we've discovered Brian has psychic abilities.
I do.
No big deal.
It's not, yeah, we all have them.
I believe it, and to be honest, I knew you were going to say that.
We all have them.
I have salsa making abilities.
Do you?
Yeah.
I make some salsa too. We should have a salsa off.
Salsa off.
Excellent.
Yeah, like what? How do you do it? What's your recipe?
I'm a tomatillos guy.
You add tapatios,
Tomatillos.
tomatillos to
Like,
the
yeah.
the little can of those little guys.
No.
Oh, you get fresh ones.
The fresh
Okay.
tomatillos.
Okay. And
I'm a big Serrano's guy. as well.
And what do you do though? What's how do you put it together?
I mean, if it's just me at home,
Yeah.
just some tomatillos and serranos, garlic, salt to flavor.
And you just blow it into a blender.
No, I boil the serranos and the tomatillos. Boil them until they're nice and soft and fall apart.
Nice.
Then blend them with the salt and garlic.
See the way that I was taught was I take the tomatoes, full tomatoes and jalapenos, and I put them in a broiler until they black the skin, and I pull the skin off. Same time, garlic and onions go into the oven to like roast them a little bit, and then throw it all in a blender with some.
Sounds good. It's pretty roasted, yeah.
But you got to take the skin off of
So if we were
the
to go to a
tomato.
party, like I would have green salsa and you would have red salsa.
Yeah, which is fun because I'm more of a green salsa fan, so I would love to learn your recipe.
Me and Mark have been whispering for 40 seconds.
That's fine.
We want to know if Mike's girlfriend listens to the pods. And so the one way this came out after is because Brian, remember the time when Mike threw him on the couch and broke the couch, and I walked in? I was asking him if the girlfriend knows that her couch is actually broken because they were drunk and slapping each other and throwing each other.
Yeah, there was a lot going on that night.
We were married.
He forgot.
Minute 2, round 2.
Round 2, 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in round 2 of our Metro PCS sponsored by 4G Light Network.
And
it's boring again. I'm not watching the fight.
I'm more.
I gotta keep my eyes on the fight.
I just find ourselves a little more entertaining than some of these fights.
It really happens that way, doesn't it?
When it's a really good fight, we just go silent because
fun Russian punches.
what we've done wrong in this podcast is we're a podcast of men. And we can't multitask.
Do you think we need a female perspective in here?
We just can't multitask.
Well, I mean, just for us. I mean, it'd be nice to have.
I'm just happy that Khabilov, it's Bagels, is still in the fight.
Yeah, he's
winning
gonna
the
win.
fight.
He's winning the fight, yeah?
Was I the
Think
only
so?
guy that picked him?
No, I'm with you. What do you mean?
No,
Remember?
Brian picked him.
I fucking listened to the podcast
Oh yeah,
again.
I wrote down Brian.
I
picks
went
Russia.
adamantly about Russia. Remember my whole Russian speech?
Yeah, that's true.
What did I pick? I got round 2 knockout for the Russian. I'm going to check the live stats here. See what they're saying.
It's just, this is how Benderson fights.
This is
There
a-
we go. This is the problem.
Yeah, they're
He starts slow and then he gets dominant real quick.
oh, but now he's got
shit.
a
Rear
submission
naked.
hold.
He's got a rear naked.
They're even in the strikes. The Russian will get out of this.
Oh, he's got a fucking body triangle.
The Russian
on
will
him.
power his way out of this. Russian people are too strong. They have an extra muscle in their chest that Americans don't have.
That's a pretty tight body triangle.
Yeah, but he's gonna break his leg. Watch, with his chest muscle. So break his leg. And with that leg, his will.
This is where it would help if he had a little Roy Nelson in him, because Roy Nelson's belly would never allow a move like that.
I wish.
I think we should all look
I
up
wish
to Roy Nelson.
Roy Nelson's name was Boy Nelson. I wish that would be
Boy Nelson.
Boy Nelson would be so much more fun.
I think
Oh yeah, what'd I tell you guys?
He's
The
got right
Russian
out
was
of it.
gonna get out of that.
He got out of it beautifully.
He looks-
And he's gonna fucking
he's
kill
got
him
plenty of
now.
strength in him.
He's going to kill him in the next minute and 28 seconds. With a gun, actually. He's gonna pull a gun out of his cup.
Round
This
3
fucking-
gunshot.
38 buckshot to the dome. Would that be considered illegal? I don't think that's in the rule books that you can't pull out a gun out of your cup.
You know, that's what they should have. If 100 strikes
I think
haven't
no
been,
weapons, though. I think,
Probably no weapons is in there.
if 100 strikes haven't been thrown by the end of round 3 on a title shot, you throw guns in there and
Yeah,
just
that's
see what
Yeah,
ends up.
see what happens.
Or like swords get thrown into the ring, you know?
Yeah.
one sword, see who picks it up,
Yeah.
and then the crowd can either throw another one in or not.
A battling axe.
maybe just
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
Russia. Well, what happened there? That was amazing. Whatever happened.
Why didn't he?
Russia just took him down.
Your hair's getting in the way, really?
It always does.
Well,
Pretty
Every
even
fight
in
Henderson
strikes.
has his head,
Russia's
gets
still
in his
throwing
eyes.
bombs.
It's his thing, like in between fights,
Holy
he
shit!
puts his head
The
in.
Russian has 3 of 8 takedowns in this round versus Henderson's 1 of 1. Benderson, thank you.
Blenderson.
Control time. The Russian has it 135 to 101.
Oh, did some damage with the leg kick.
What do you get? Leg
Leg.
kick. Oh, and a fun and a
Did he
face. He got
a
it.
That was kind of dumb.
Did he get him?
He got him.
Connected. Henderson looks a little lost going back to his corner.
Well, when he
He
threw
seemed like
that
he
leg
was
kick the second time, I thought he was.
confused.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna at least like try, act like he's going for the leg kick and then go somewhere else because it was quite obvious.
But that leg kick is working on him though. You see how he's buckling in? That leg's in pain at this point. So, you know, once you see a sore spot.
Russians timed it.
But the Russian buckled even on that punch to the face. Like, he still took damage to that leg, and probably took a little bit of power out of that punch at the same time. But that punch definitely still came with some
He had a
impact.
bloody nose.
Yeah, that's the one I think that popped the nose.
There's no damage on him that you can see on his face.
Henderson just doesn't look
leg.
like he has any answers right now.
Henderson's the only guy.
Dick punch right there, right now.
There, that's
There
the
it
one.
is.
What was
Right
that head
hand.
movement? Is that a fake out?
He just feels kind of, I think he's just kind of like, oh fuck.
It's
He
frustrating.
He knows he's down. I think he knows he's probably down in the first 2 rounds. Like he has been for most of his fights.
Yeah.
So you're saying this is when Benderson really shows like his
Yeah.
quality as a fighter.
Yeah.
The Russian just punched him in the head pretty good, I think.
It seemed like he connected a little bit.
Nice teat kick to the tit of a knee.
There's the bad angle by the camera guy.
See, now we're watching.
They're
fights
saying
non-stop.
Oh,
They're saying Henderson led the dance in that.
You gotta watch that up kick. 'Cause that
Yeah.
up kick
in the
got
last
flagged
round.
right.
Yeah, that's what they said. Oh my God, submit his ass. End him. Oh yeah, he's putting his Russian power in. That extra muscles
Oh,
coming
yeah.
into play here.
Yeah, he's got him.
This
Come
is
on,
very similar.
Fucking wrap your legs around him and fucking guillotine choke right now.
I think he's just gonna break his neck without it.
You mean he's gonna pull? There's gonna be like a big splatter. of the
Whoa.
head,
Oh,
That
Game
was
of Thrones.
interesting.
That was like the wave.
Yeah,
That was-
Henderson.
Wait, I almost gave a Game of Thrones thing in case people haven't watched all of it.
That's funny because I was saying we should give Game of Thrones away on Fight Pods. Is what I was saying.
Well, I was just gonna say that, you know, like what he did, the thing maybe he'll crush his head like Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, he stuck his thumbs right through the eyeballs.
Well, at least his head goes splat, you know. Maybe not the eyeballs, but.
That's a good question. You think he's dead?
I read the books.
Oh fuck, that's right. And so did he. So never mind. Don't talk to me.
So long ago, little
I
details.
hate that. See, I can't have conversations about it. with
yeah,
you
I
guys.
think he's dead.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you. I think he's dead too. But then, you know, somebody brought up a good point. Was it you that they killed somebody like that already? Like with the eyes through the fingers. So,
It was kind of a retread.
yeah.
God, I've never seen an episode in my life.
You should watch it. You'd love
Wait,
it. It's
which
good.
guy did the mountain? Maybe
Yeah.
We're
mountain
back
possibly.
again.
All he got was the spear in him.
Right.
It seems like nothing really.
I haven't seen anything from Benderson this whole fight.
No.
Well, he normally likes to throw people down, but that's how Khabilov loves to fight. So those judo tosses, Khabilov's stronger.
Little left hand
Yeah,
from
well-
Khabilov.
That was a left. I thought it was a right, but I'm dyslexic.
Does that affect lefts and rights, or just letters?
No, it's numbers. It's I mean, I see things sometimes and signs and shit like that aren't there, and then I look back and shit, you know, like
Oh,
but some people have numbers really bad. I like a terrible speller. Like, I mean, a lot of times A's and I's. Like when I'm writing, like I would go A went to the store.
oh, Hendo.
No way. You
Benderson
can't submit the Russian. It won't happen.
Benderson going for submissions. He landed a few body kicks.
You over there? Hello? Are you over there?
Talk, Steven. We're out
No,
of the
no, I
air.
want to hear what Mark has to say. Are you over there?
You are?
Whoa.
Look at that
This is
weird
like some kind of
triangle,
soap.
triangle thing on the butt.
Okay.
Is that
Like
a
triangle?
The
Is
top
that
of
a-
my car's parked right there.
Fucking ass triangle. I want to see a new
See what
submission
else it is?
that I've never seen before in my life.
Right
That
on the
happens
other side.
sometimes.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
All right.
There's old school headlocks and shit that have happened in the last couple of years.
Was it usually like an inexperienced fighter getting?
No, it was just like a guy got in a position and squeezed tight or something, you know, like. Yeah, there's been a couple of
Yeah,
like.
you just see some that.
It's a really interesting thing about the sport.
Yeah, there's new moves to be discovered. It's weird.
Well, Benderson got kicked in the face off the wall by Pettis. Has anyone done
Yeah.
that since?
No.
No, but I saw a training video of Conor McGregor dancing around at shadow boxing, and he was doing it in the in his training.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Taking
Oh
down
my
Henderson
God!
again.
Big takedown, but you're not going to be able to submit a Russian. You should know that. Hendo Benderson just kicked him up in the air. With his legs. He's got
That was-
he's
that
got
was a-
running back legs. The way his legs are built are just insane.
That
man.
was a beautiful move by Benson.
Absolutely.
What did he-
Over.
Oh, to flip him over.
Yeah, just to change positions. He's going to get side control here. It looks like.
He does have ridiculous. This is where Benderson can control the fight.
For 11
But
seconds.
There's 11 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, so who gives a
And
shit?
he could've-
Control it. All right,
This
I'm
is-
curious what the audience in the Metro
Yeah,
PCS
'cause
land is
this
like.
is any
saying.
Benderson fight.
Yeah, that's pretty much
All
what we've
3
seen before.
rounds could have gone either way.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating.
You know?
Yeah, let's see what the fans say.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right, and Mark will be back in a couple minutes. Mark the Spark. Who said good? Because I didn't see his lips move.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Who do you think won that round?
That round,
It's pretty much
There's
dead
a lot
even.
of takedowns for the Russian, but
It's almost dead even and by the fans.
that was a great takedown. Henderson landed on top.
Out
how's
of
it really-
25 people, it's 13 to 12 voted, and I'm one of those people, and I voted for the Russian just because I'm cheering for him. And I don't really know who's winning these fights because
No.
I keep fucking not watching.
And talking to us assholes.
Yeah,
I
but that's
think
the
it's-
deal.
I think it's 2-1 Khabilov. That's what I'm gonna say. 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah.
I think Henderson's down. And I think he could be down 3, and I think Khabilov could be down 3. That's how close I think this fucking fight is. And Henderson's pushing forward right now. Khabilov back close to the cage. Khabilov moves in first, a little more aggressive. Oh, I don't know, man. This is not that exciting to watch for my eyes.
No, it's just
Yeah.
not. I was texting. I wasn't even watching the first minute and 30.
Yeah, I saw you were texting.
Oh,
this is why you don't like Benson Henderson.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
That's what you're
he's,
saying.
He's not fun anymore.
but he's not fun anymore. But also in the same vein, Khabilov could be attacking a little more.
Yeah, like
I like Khabilov more than Henderson.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk shit.
No, you chose
Khabilov.
Benderson. You're not going. You're just saying what the energy of the night is. That's what you're going with, I believe. Your choices and talk. You're commentating as a professional.
Oh, Did he get him?
I want Khabilov to win.
Yeah.
Hendo's got him. Yep, he's
Yeah,
tapping.
yeah.
And that's it.
He just landed it
Benderson-
right and ended it.
Benderson gets the
And he
punch,
finished.
and he's so happy.
finished it.
Finished the fight. That would
He's
be
very happy.
Yeah,
His
so much
first
draw.
finish in a long time. I lose on my fantasy league for that. God damn it! That was a streak fight too.
It
Could
is
use
just
a
a
You were
right
doing
hand.
great. You were killing it.
I did okay. I lost some of the earlier rounds. Let's see here. What did I end up doing here in the end of the evening? Pretty good fight pods, I'd gotta say. With our newest member here, it was a fucking asset and
Who's
an
that?
ally
Yeah.
and a powerful commentator. It's our first real professional commentator here for you people at home. Carmine's had 30 years of experience in
30
the
years.
Yeah.
in the business of commentating.
And 8 in the octagon.
And 8 in the octagon. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I fought at middleweight.
That is true.
Yeah, he fought a middleweight fight against the
Manderson Silva. It was just some
Carmine-
bum out of Iowa.
Carmine fought Roy Nelson.
Boy
Carmine
Nelson.
at middleweight. Boy Nelson at heavyweight. And he used
I got
Nelson's
6 of
ball sack as a fucking punching bag
It's gross.
Yeah,
with his mouth.
I got 6 out of
got
11
it.
picks tonight.
I got into a bar fight
Too
with
bad.
Mark Hunt. That was my first actual fight.
And what happened?
We both lost.
You both lost.
Yeah.
You both lost.
Well, guys, I mean, that was...
I got into a fight with a butterfly. He was hard to catch. Landed on my face, got me dizzy. I fell into the street.
Well, that was a good one.
I talked shit to a walrus, but I ran away. What, are you trying to end the podcast?
Yeah, it's over. That's how it goes.
I've got so many fight stories for you. I got in a fight with a lizard.
Yeah, save them for the next one.
lizard
We got
ran
more
away.
Fight Pods.
I
We
felt
don't have
like
to
I
do them
won
all
that one.
today. You had an hour to tell these stories now. You want to start talking? You were silent for the whole thing. Now you want to start talking?
Whoa. I
Ooh.
was appropriately engaged. I wasn't texting people or...
Well, you know, sometimes you got to do what a man's got to do. I don't know what that
Texting?
means. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, what's next for Henderson?
What's next for Henderson? Who cares?
Who gives a shit? He's not going to get
What's
a
even
title
the
shot.
The
No, he's not
status-
going to get a title. He's going to fight a couple more people.
Yeah.
Is Pettis gonna fight?
Pettis is going to fight when he gets back from injury.
Who's he fighting?
I don't know.
Is
They
this-
don't got nothing. They won't make them fight again.
Oh,
That's
no,
too many
no.
fights.
Henderson hasn't done enough exciting shit for them to want him to be a champion again.
No.
Um,
So,
Cool. Well, we will not be here next week, right?
unfortunately, I'm on vacation.
I might do a
I think you
40-second
should.
podcast.
I think you should, man. That's a good one. I wish we were doing it. You guys should do it.
We could post a written.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
okay.
this thing.
Well, then, yeah, we'll do one.
All right,
Some kind of
perfect.
podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we will. We'll
Yeah,
probably
you
do
guys should. You could do
Sometime.
it live in a bar, wherever the fuck you guys watch it. It'd be fun, or you
yeah,
know.
that's true.
So make
do
it an
Fight
exciting.
Pods.
Next week we've got a very exciting Fight Pods coming. I will not be here
Yeah.
to join us, but
I will be myself masturbating for 50 minutes.
but Carmine, what do you mean, Carmine? It's a fucking
Yeah,
part of
I
the
will
team.
have him-
He'll be watching you
I
masturbate
will
for
have
45
him gagged
minutes.
and I will be masturbating on his face.
I won't add to the biscuit.
Good night!
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and he'll take you out with the Fight Pods.